Anopanonsia abo omaide shema munyina mu ache mama trans biema ha Sompa 93.1 Kumase Breakwana woti yenka ewo sunyane Sompa 98.9 Ensemwa hudo ya no pay kwa twikwa breman ena ensentrefo ekrukra kwa paba semfo panyin yewra sante ebo Benedict wasemu ena wode ama yesa yemfe anu begu ho asaw emfa mama nedai memenda kronkron ogefo bosomi de tosu duba ko ewo mfimpim mienu ene aduonu miensem ensem no kai se etwafa Sompa studios ano ensebu adencheche ede afa befo kwantempo fidie so Facebook aye Sompa 93.1 anasa Sompa TV Ghana Breakwana YouTube Sompa TV ubehu ensem ni nyina wo ho no ahwe live enso wo ho www.sompaonline.com and also ya bone dobo ansem ni nyina no okwasane mu awode wom no atimi etie na atimi aboa mu ahu de ekoso ewo omemu afa na nyina ensem ahodo ye na ede baba som de di mu atintiman no ebi ene se kane temu afo panyi ede ma omeye wade ne ho agim pensioners ene aban sika wade kwoto wa wase wote bie no wonu makopie mu ewo fotosanfo mu aso ye ho
aban panyifo eye nhihye bi se wobema yera Ken Oforiata finance minister abepie mu ewo mrahye bedwafie edi entia
constitutional instrument ya batu obedwa no ede akotum ewo mrahye bedwam no dom kuma no eka bibi ede fa ho
afofro bebre eka senke beye yi a enka aban entwa Ghana cedis no bi engum nanso sikasemu nimdifo baako akasa tia ni nyina so ne sen
nana kwaku buaten ya wotoso miensa eye man hene de ma de hye obo new job na nanu atankonyansa aseso wade nsem bia tudwa ede a kire asuafo ewo wonum suku a woje ntete ewo mo
mrahye bedwafo enso de hyehyeye egu akwa mu se ni mu animu ya obetumi edi won 30th anniversary
Ebusian semini afofro enena no pay ohene ire mame ekua yaboa esia mame ni menu aba
ekua boachewa asampa etia
yatsna se ya de ba somo na yentwa ye homla ye bansem no de akechire no ena edoso Sompa kasia ena anope wasugusu awutie no afe yenhwe na ensem no ninche mu nyina no yentimi emfa mesomo na se yada ena aso ye hwe sikasem so wone aban no etu egrabidi nyina no ene sese de Ghana sikasem ayaden na empuntudwuma de hwehwe na aban no nya sika nyente no na wo kaka ne ne de hwehwe babia wobetimi anya sika de abo sebe ya nkofo ene omanfo so mpuntudwuma ya hwehwe de afra aban ho no wonsa ebetimi aka enu ti aban no ekrukura ya ena wode nani hwe mu ewo wonom a won sika ededa sika krabia nananom a wo makwa homigie mu eya wo mu sabre ya ye kase no ebi kura deda nru ahodo so sense enkokrabom ne mrewabom yade acheche wonom no won sika ya tete wo mu kakra de to wo abra no wo ahoden mu na wo ye adwuma no eyade asabre ya ban ne say wo tete kakra no mu so mo bonyo so na ya wo ahoden po ena ye adwuma no ena nka wo ye we yankan ha ye nya ne say bia sabre ya ba betra fie na ye mle wabom ne ye nkokora bom a wo behwe ye no eno na wo se wo ba bebo ye sabie son krono awia kete sade ane enya adwuma na wonmato mo hwagumonten so amenu da kane panyipa ya no ohwe atemtene ne so wo mayimo maami Sofia Akufo wano so de ne ho adwuma so yonko da ene wo dantini nuanom nsam a wo ka ne de kwan bi so no wone wonom eya adwen nam so nte no wode ensem we sei atudwa
us why this is the only solution, and in any case it's not a lawful solution, so they should not even go there, because if they change the law today it will not affect what has already accrued. They can take them to court because there's a contract, and the contract said something. You did not, certainly in what I signed up, there was no clause in there which says when the government becomes and thinks it has become bankrupt, it will not pay you. So long as government has properties, I can sue them and I can claim my entitlements through there. But it should not come to that. I'm a Ghanaian citizen. There's today, but tomorrow Ghana will continue to exist with or without Ken Oforiata and so on and so forth. But deal fairly, deal respectfully, deal properly with people whose rights you know you're trying to trample on. and you're trying to use cajolement and dubious arguments and sentimentality. Listen, when you are old, when you're a pensioner, when you know where every penny you spend and need comes from, sentiment does not arise. It's what is right that matters. So the years we've got left, by God's grace, let us live those years according to how we had after many years of working faithfully. I think everybody here and every pensioner worked faithfully. We should allow faithfulness to pay. Faithfulness, principles, excellence. We should allow it to pay. And even if the government will not allow it to pay, people have invested the fruits of their excellence, and you want to throw it away because you think you can. No, you can't. He cannot. It's not lawful for him to do it. Period.
Period. Yet to say walk or quo we say no chess say and ya dear one eba betnasima a bind the one second edrananka Mammy Sophia Akufo Canete more for penny the more may and a watch a bind a money we no ye fan to took a nutin wop a baby and yes cadia your may who yabo home bra and yes sabi one more was sing get a bubble so and ya juma dendema one may ya sabi a caseno one aqua home jim and rawa no na and non can say be a coto de be Ghana bekwa we here muntia betete musikente no wonom de agia na woje won sika na eno achi no mame esa de kakra eto aso yenkwa ene enkotie bi.
I'm a pensioner. I'm a retired person, and therefore, if others are having a hard time because of this manner in which their contractual rights, me, I'm seeing it purely from a legal point of view. Their contractual rights are being threatened. Then I have to say something. I have to join them in solidarity. I don't need to talk to anybody involved in it. Their pain is my pain because I have retired sisters, I have retired friends, and so on and so forth. When the bell tolls, it tolls for all of us. If there is the need to restructure debts, before you even decide you're going to restructure debts, the first thing you need to do, I believe, is to look within what is fully under your control and see where you can cut this, you can postpone this, you can reprioritize, and be honest with the people of Ghana. Because of A, B, C, D, and F, we will shelve this. We will put this on the back burner. We will prioritize this because it has to do with education, it has to do with human life, and so on and so forth. You don't just jump at the low-hanging fruit. And the people whose money is in your hand, and you're going to tell them, okay, your money is in my hand, and this is how we're going to get it back. It's rude, it's wicked, it's unlawful, it's not right. It lacks good faith. It lacks humanity. Because we are sitting here because we are well enough to come. Do you know how many people are languishing at home? Do you know how many people who are not even they are in such a bad state, they are not even aware of what's going on, but it's their investments that have been keeping them alive. You don't know, you don't care, and you do not. You do not touch the old people. You do not touch the funds of the aged when you have not done other things. You have not done due diligence. You have not checked on what other things you do. We are not your last resort. You haven't reached the point of last resort.
Abrewane akwokrasika de wode wonsa kasanya ne kwano ntima panyi na dodan kwa akufu ado ne fotosanfo na kane temofo panyi de mo mai Mami Sophia akufu watoto bi de ma won mo kyese wonsika ne de wonhwe ye na wonfa wonsa anka.
Aban panyefo yen hyehyeye bi se wobema finance minister Yera Ken Oforiata abepiemu ewo mrahye bedwafie no waye nkyeremu bi kakra yen nkyeremu benya yen nkyeremu efa debt exchange program na aban epeso ye no Yera Alexander Afenyomakin bano deni abedi akire edema dom kese no mrahye bedwafie no de sansemu ni na etudwa na okase wenche ye hwe ni mu se ye wada ye nim ya busumi ayewom yi ne da etosudunsia Yera Ken Oforiata beba no de enkyeremu a ese na menteme ho ase won krofo tirim ni na wapepa ni na ede afri ho no ye twe na nsem ni bi egu ahoma so ye ntie se ne okan no.
Need to attend to all of these to enable members give the necessary feedback to their constituents. We urge all ministers to ensure punctuality and ensure that they get their responses to members on time. So we are appealing to ministers to liaise with the table office and schedule their time to make room for business in this house. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of the domestic debt exchange program, pursuant to a directive, we engaged the Minister of Finance and we have his assurance to be here on Thursday the 16th of February.
Yura Alexander Afenyo Markin and then I this to Jano.
Yentwa ensem no so emfa emamubreya ye kasaido abatu obedwa ya wonom se wo meyimo wonom ede abatu homra de watuni de se constitutional instrument CI no ebi akoto mra hyebedwam wa bra empanyefo enso etimi bodwa eche wonom se wonom famra sebe ya abatu ya nyankopon ya dom no de dom ye ne a ye nyina ebekwa akopie mu ne yato sante akwakoto aba no eho ne ma ne sede ebesi akọ na ensem wese mu no ena enam so bi sabre ya ye kasai dom kuma no panyipa ya wono anase dom kese no wonom eba no deni wade atodwa se samra no mudi abeto ho no enya ade awofo aso yewura atofo sen yenkonkotie ni nsem ni bi.
Our colleagues from the MPP today attempted to smuggle the infamous CI for the Electoral Commission to be able to register Ghanaians using Ghana card as the sole identification and also attempt to disenfranchise Ghanaians who intend to register as voters by denying them the opportunity to register at their respective polling stations. We think it's unfortunate, certainly deceitful on the part of our colleagues to make such an account. We are deeply sorry and worried about the situation because yesterday at the business committee meeting, nothing of the sort was discussed, only for us to come to the floor and to notice that the MPP, particularly the majority side of Ghana's parliament, has smuggled the CI into the business committee statement this week. We believe that what they have done really shows us how they want to work with us. They have worked with us in bad faith, and going forward, we'll be guided on the way we'll deal with them. We have successfully stopped them from the inclusion of the CI in the business statement for next week. It's our hope that they will drop the attempt to include the CI in subsequent business statement until consensus is reached on the matter. We believe the Electoral Commission does not require any new CI or any new law before they conduct the district level election.
Limited registration.
In fact, the limited registration they intend to do beginning next week, proposed beginning next week, can still go ahead using CI 91 and CI 126. So they do not require any new CI before they go ahead with a new voter registration exercise or limited registration. Yeah. Clearly, they have an agenda. That agenda, I can assure you, will be resisted with all the force in us as minority caucus of this parliament. And let them be aware that we will stand for the democracy of the people of Ghana.
Yebesha na ya jina ye na so sebe ya kabima kabia memo ya ye didi dwuma wa ha etimi boy akwanua asaso no MPP amanyoko no emfa ntoto ase na wonom epesa menkuminya ene wonom agenda bia wosusu se wonte no abato no wonsensem no wonom betimi ayamra foforo e de abata ho we eye dom kuma no bado dani mra hyebedwam yewra atofo se no de ensem wese nyina tudwa na eno achi dom kese no wo mo ba no dani abede akire wonimonya for Alexander Afanyo one so ese kakra e wasansem wese
ho. Let's avoid that word. And there's also nothing like supposing. I raised this constitutional issue on the floor. The EC has a mandate by the Constitution to come out with a CI to regulate its work. And don't forget the case of Benjamin Ayi Mensah versus the Electoral Commission, where the Supreme Court had to place on ice for almost a year the General Assembly elections, merely just because the Electoral Commission did not have a CI to regulate that election. So having a CI for carrying out the mandate of the Electoral Commission is very critical. If we are not careful, we may not be able to conduct these assembly elections. So it is our collective interest as a nation to resolve this matter. As to the details of the CI, I'm not going to go into a debate on that. That will come when the committee brings its report. So it's not yet time for us to discuss it. What is important is that we are supposed to engage, and that engagement, we on government side agree to that, and we are going to engage. Except to say that the new leadership of the minority wants to register its presence at the front bench. So that's why you hear all the noise, the lie, the shouts. They want to prove a point. So we can understand. I mean, it's baptism. It's baptism. So after the baptism, they will do their confirmation. So they just want to make a point that they have arrived and they are there. So they want to make a point to their appointors from the party headquarters. They want General Chairman Asedun Katia to know that yes, they are going to do the job. So no problem at all. It's part of politics, we understand. They need to please their masters, so no problem. But I think that some of these matters, we don't need to split heads over them.
Ebusia for ya rough and your marking, don't do no bano, then you bet the chair on Russia bedroom, and our day to just say NDC, penny for ya where you want from Russia bedroom. No one of episode of Boom Huasu, now one of editor Muchama, General Mosquito Sompa. Why you woman no sensitive for Mumba boy Juma at the Ama Muntia Suba and I won't pass on boy so a man penny for Sampa one of airboy man away there and can you quite some baggy can some yan to answer no say.
O my for bebre actual margin say ye said your mind is sikasem atete apansam na enkebe yan campaign for entwa ye Ghana cedis no bi engum se ne be ya ye ha ye ho kran ko bobosia wo baabi ene ya ye twa ya ade ni edi ade. And I'm so am I centrefo etwebe sikasem nimdefo ba akopa yera Christian tachijan ebisa ne say asemi osomu say no and odi to dwa no kire se da bi ye ne say anya nue esa ne say animu ya de anuoma bekototen nanso ekwa animu no anuoma ebetete apansam ne nsem no bi ne yenkotie bi ma.
You only give yourself a bit of respite. Some may be a short term within 3-6 months. What make you to your winner? And so inflation also the repercussions and as consequences no. Dire, be affecting virtually everything and everybody. Into one way, Ananiema, Jones, some crab, inflation cost. We know about prices of goods and services are ecostro. And which so no, it affects even forex trading. Forex also sign costra, and also it compounds the inflation problem. Until the consequences are dire. Over my year 3-6 months when you respite what you contractors for now you are okay. And so bro 6 months I won't start and repeat the consequences which are very dire. One here it can even lead to the collapse of the economy. We are all very much aware of what happened in Zimbabwe. Time for Mugabe. Na or yes, on the support being free the West. So we have a printing isika. We do every now just say bia topan or crana yes sesika the good few rasu amimu. Now they are smart kwabrane de duochi they apostles and the kwakotopano. The consequences are dire. We cannot afford such a situation.
Abusia sikasem na ho ntotoye nimdefo yera Christian tachi e na o chirema kyen say yanka se de mra ne hye yensem etwa yesika gu oman mu adachi bi no ebe ha yen.
O mai bia betumpo na fanentampa e de fra dodo na eye enwomanim so na sensa ban no eye bia boante no yesi wonsom ene nipa panyifo bi so ato won wasi wo ya wade bua se de onso ahode betimi aye na wode wani kiremu e wo new job na nanu atankonwa padwa ni mu a wo mahene ya wote adwa so ho e na nakwaku buaten ya wotoso miensa wono so afade ato ne ho so ya wade aproba so e wo kofodua ene ne ntwa no ne nyina ne se wo hwe se beya ha wodo ya ha de suafo de wonum ehia de mpanyimfo ye na nanom eye betimi aboa wonum no wono so etimi de aba beto ne mpanyimfo nem na watimi aye wonum afam de e de aboa sa na bra wo kodru mu e wo Pentecost SHS ene SDA College of Education ye no e wo asokware kofodua no na nakwaku buaten enam sa kwanya no so e de efutuo bi e ma adesuafo ni sei
When we are of far from say, more failure could be teacher. Can now could be teacher a penny for a co teacher training school and youth and a co teacher. You know, say, and Pempe, I'm not teacher for no fee say, ọmọ nkodi teacher no ọmọ yin dida eju ka asem kyerɛ ọmọ wɔn tie ɛbi so far as a maame no papa ɛhwɛ wo school deɛ na still ɛyɛ akɔla ɛsan sɛ ne tie yi ɛkɔ mɛgya nkyɛn a ɔmfrɛ mi da ase bi o ɔbɔ mi din ɛsan sɛ ɔyɛ mɛgya ɛso ne ti n'ase di mɛka naa ne sɛ mɔmfa obuo koroyɛ ɛfa ntena titiri mu tikyafoɔ no mumbu wɔn sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a adeɛ biara wɔn ɛda wɔn akoma so wɔn bɛkyerɛ mo na mo nso de akɔbɔ mo bra sɛ mo hyɛ mo nso so a wodi nkunim metie yi wahyɛ ne ho so saa fitiri nkɔla bere ɛna nnɛ na bɛyɛ daase bɛrɛ esu na mi di fɛ na mi di second so amanfoɔ kɔ a mi kɔ bi ɛsɛ ne mo tie yi mi wura ha no obi asɔre yɛ adi nti esan sɛ mɛdi first saa so na mo hyɛ mo so a biara mo pɛ sɛ mo yɛ na mo brɛ mo ho ase so a mo di nkunim ne nyinaa ne sɛ ɛtikyafoɔ mo ho hia yɛn eti sɛ wokɔ sukuu apɛ sɛ wodi tikya na ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ wodeɛ woamfa yie woafa biara no ɛno ne adeɛ a wofiri sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ ama wo ho
Nana Kwaku Buati ya woto so biensa eye wahin popro ya wote adwa so e wo new job na nanu matankonwa bedwa so e na ye ko ekotie no e nana no si ya pe penyi pa ya wo hwe chese principal e de ama SDA College of Education asokore no ma me Dr. Cecilia Fosia Odame wono so e de kakra etu dwa say.
He told the student to be disciplined. As he said, wash your own so. We are teacher for. We are teacher ni na we nim said they wash your own so. If you are not disciplined, you can't discipline anybody. You are going to teach. So if you are not disciplined, how do you discipline somebody? So afutu no baby amenije pa ne afutu somebody ma won say one who won say teacher nso ye adwuma papa nso very important. Unlike first teacher ni mempe adwuma menye teacher na ochina makopa adwuma pa. It is never true. Oka kire yen ono so no a teacher enne nyame adom baby a wadu enu teacher is a good work adwuma pa ntutu yenfo eno so e wo ho o si yen hye ye ho den na fe yen kɔ yanim yen tra faako. The fact that you're a student doesn't mean you'll be there. You have to move forward and be focused. Yen sua ade wonye nkwala pa wo mu ade nti ni nyina ka bom a futupa ene ode ama yen pa. Yeah, say we need a bus. First near 120. Nyame adom ye 2000 plus. Ehia bus kese e na bibia by friend STS. The school for no schools ahodo no. Mama ko ye teaching practice akoye se de ye trade ansana omako wama wie akọ enu nti ye de srede ato yanim teacher for baby on beda school for ya do so nti ese se ye nso yenya baby ma won na fe basa ye de beko STS no and then lecture theaters teacher for baby e be trade ni nyina hu hia ye enu nti ya ka kire ni no gidie so se ye mehu no ye fa ni nyina to paper so ye fa mra mwa bi obetim de abo aye.
Dr. Cecilia Fosia Odame was acting principal at the SDA College of Education. Yeah, no, ewo asokori kofodia. Nene eni yokokotie ye.
Afe yentu fa ne sanko mrahye bedwafie. Ba no dani abede akire adema dom kese no ono a eno san ye MP dem omanfo a omo wafutu yewura Alexander afenyo make no no eno de mpanyi ode tumpanyifo nim ewo mrahye bedwafie se enche kra ye bede 30th anniversary san se twedua mponya nkropon aboye ho ban ede ehu afofie ama kakra afia 2023 no ye benya 30 years ewo 8th parliament ni mu ode sansem woni na atudwa ewo mrahye bedwafie yenkotie ne nsem no bi.
Mr. Speaker, the launch of the 30th anniversary of parliamentary democracy under the Fourth Republic. Right Honorable Speaker, members are aware that this year marks 30 years of parliamentary democracy since the inception of the Fourth Republic. In this regard, Parliament has embarked on a number of activities throughout the year to celebrate this monumental milestone. In view of this, the official launch of the 30 years of parliamentary democracy is scheduled to take place on Wednesday, 15 February 2023 at 9 a.m. The venue will be duly communicated, Mr. Speaker.
Yara afenyo marking and the sansem winina etuja ewo mrashe bedwafi
na ye ka cho said ne ayememenda eyiyo bekoso awadeje bekoso sanso na abedin to anase abedin enso dwumedie ebekoso mesraw ena ayememenda biemu no eyade apare bare event ahodo ni nyina no it take place at various places. I saw any bekano. Enunti anono dia bako. Ya come for the ama war. Sa wunya wabusuya for any wa yonko for. Wadofo ya wanum eba be jam wa yase. Na wanum eba be jaw sebe ya wonsono. Wa wadi any jumedia hudo ya wudi any na bekwasono. When ni beja hon wonki ka won sem e wo jumedi na chino. Eye miso free drink. Miso. Ye dia ba jama iso. Bra beja wo de. Sa wo pe ne dodo mu, sa wo pe ne krokro mu, yemfa nka Sompa FM ya bro sayim ha ya. Wo swame Shell filling station one chain ho na won sabeka yen bomade fi se niam ahodo ya no ebebo ni pedua na aboa wapomoden ya mpanyimfo sumagu drink we mo no enya asem ketwa enen kwada na wonum kwasu kwa ye de drink sha wonum lunch box mo no yenyini nyina tungu ebi wo ho a wonum beba no obo ya mu hwie obekosuku mu no wo fe ni nyina da agina drink ne so miso free drink aba ye wo mango nko ade wo ho emu ye tenkwon me no mani je ho papa akwasi Sompa so ani je ho wose miso papa mama miso ne we eno na ye tode ama nkwada no etimu ani enje ho bi wa bra wo ba beje wo de free hasenum ebre kro na de fruits ahodo ni nyina so aka bom aye ne ba ko no mix one no eno so e wo hasenum ba wonsa enka miso ni bi na entimi moawo ena fe 5G makes anonso no ye de aba eye energy drink won no more etimi boa wa pomode papa fi se guarana grapes fruit ginseng ya na nanom di dwuma emema no mo etimi boa wonum oni padua mu eyi yamaman ema wonum tiri mu da ho ema moja di afu sane mo etimi ye adwuma bia no eboa kwan nua ekonua sa nyina so enu ti sa wo yo ba anase bema beburu anase wadu mpani fie so no ye kan for mixer 5G ana 5G mixer ene de ama wo afe appellativo beta ni nyina wa hasenom mesaw akura ya from eja ne yam nefu aye doa ba ya won so no wasi wo mpanyin fie so ye kan for appellativo e de amount mesaw mema nyina no mu a eboa wonom ekwaso no nkoso kra wonom anyale wa bi te se diabetes ni ade no aye wonom no wonam appellativo a etimi boa tu asientem kra eye 0246 270 221 0246 270 221 5G mixer afe miso free drink ena aperitivo beta eno ena ye kan for the amount said ne akwaya memenda die dwumadie bia wudie anasa wofra sorry ba mabinya wo fridge mama na bra wa yonkofo ne awo abesra no wonum eni atimi aka wo fie ebusiafo afa yenhwe na madwenche kakra ya mode aba e wo Facebook no yemfa ni nyina entudwa emfa mamo Felix upon was a Sompa kasia to the world. Yada se papa sana wadi atwa sa ma ya che wa hene ire ene ekwia we efri dache hene nana kwadwo upon bampna se ena wadi free eba na upon Rebecca was a very impressive so any pa kasia bono wotie e wo ho yada se Rebe Master Planner Junior Kentampo en wadon so di free bar. What the happy birthday sonko kwa monimonya for Kamadin Amasamai Bruni Nasara coordinator ya wano ewo Amasamai wasinya kupo trade ya po basa yadom mono ho ban na onfa insure so no so ento engune so Master Planner Junior Kentampo ena wadi we so efri eba ye ebusiafo ye se kwan no ware sedan ya akwie wo aboboa no ntena ha ena nopa no siabrem kase bo wa Sompa 93.1 Kumase ene Sompa 98.9 sunyane no ye didi nyina esie ye rasante ye bo Benedict ye semfo penyase da so nonko ena ye de ema no newsroom wonu wo ho nyina ye nuanom nyina ye wafam de boa ye ema kase eptimi ebeda waboboa no sanso ena sunyane Sompa kasia dem fo nyina kwanya kwa bro no ma wone wodom yadamu nyina mo ase wo ye wafam de ema kasia etimi ebedan wo na ima MC a hono na hwe ye social media handles ni nyina no wode atwa fa Facebook YouTube no ema wo share live ewo so na PK wono so ewa hase nom wono so eboa ye papa ye ema kasia etimi bremo mo kwan anopei kasia bohema fo ya yede ensem ni nyina besom no edi amede yeso eye ohene yire maame akua yeboa asia ma mini nuaba
ya boachewa asampa etia
yes sorry so amagana for pim dwumedie nana ya obuama watena se dada ewe ye nche ya wonya sorry kra no betu ne blason Brian fe ni agorosa eti waba beje adwane ne ensempolo de edika na ditie ebusia wo humra hye badwam samo ene nam ho se wo hunananom nso de wo pata mo de nyina no wakane nyina bom ya wode eba besom wontini nyabra ni adaje ne tie Ghana fapim dwumedie no wonso emfa so dom ene beba so de ama yes sorry so enchiwa Elizabeth woye obia ene wodi na woda okosuku ewo kwalebu public health nursing ho na what's enkran enne na wodent happy birthday ekwo ediama enchiwa Elizabeth nyankopon enhiraw na omawo enkwatenten ya ahoden ne apomuden so ayemo event no happy birthday to you enchiwa we love you so much o brother mu nyina se wonom edo papa busia yenhwe na yensori na nana ya boama wonfa Ghana fapim dwumedie no etimi emetoa so
Sompa 93.1